Unicorn, the symbol of Scotland. In a world where nations typically choose fierce lions, soaring eagles, or powerful bears as their national animals, Scotland stands proudly apart with selection of the unicorn, a creature of myth, magic, and profound symbolism. This choice, far from being whimsical, reflects deep cultural values and centuries of rich tradition that continue to resonate in Scottish identity today. The mythical beast that captured a nation, the unicorn, with its spiraling horn and ethereal beauty, has captivated human imagination for millennia. Depicted as a horse-like creature with a single horn projecting from its forehead, the unicorn has appeared in art, literature, and folklore across numerous cultures. Yet nowhere has this mythical beast found a more permanent home than in Scotland, where it has served as a national animal since the 12th century. The creature's association with Scotland predates many of the country's most famous symbols and traditions. While the thistle became Scotland's floral emblem and the tartan evolved into clan identifiers, the unicorn was already deeply embedded in Scottish royal heraldry and cultural consciousness. This early adoption speaks to the profound connection between the mythical creature's attributes and the Scottish character. Ancient origins and Celtic connections. The unicorn's journey to becoming Scotland's national animal begins in the myths of ancient Celtic mythology. The Celts, who inhabited Scotland long before the Roman invasions, possessed a rich tradition of mythical creatures and symbolic animals. In Celtic lore, the unicorn represented purity, innocence, and healing power, but perhaps most importantly, it symbolized untamed wilderness and fierce independence. These qualities resonated deeply with the Scottish people, who throughout their history have fiercely defended their independence against various invaders and would-be conquerors. The unicorn's legendary inability to be tamed except by a pure maiden became a metaphor for Scotland itself, a land that could not be conquered by force, but might yield only to those who approach with honor and respect. Ancient Celtic druids believed that unicorns possessed the power to neutralize poison and heal the sick. This healing aspect became particularly significant in Scottish culture, where the harsh Highland environment demanded both resilience and the wisdom to use nature's remedies. The unicorn's horn, or alicorn, was thought to have miraculous medicinal properties, making it a symbol of hope and renewal, royal adoption, and heraldic significance. The formal adoption of a unicorn into Scottish royal heraldry occurred during the reign of William I, also known as William the Lion, in the 12th century. However, it was under subsequent monarchs that the unicorn truly became embedded in Scottish royal symbolism. By the 15th century, the unicorn appeared prominently on Scottish coins, tapestries, and royal seals. King James III of Scotland was particularly instrumental in cementing the unicorn's place in Scottish heraldry. Gold coins minted during his reign featured the unicorn prominently, and these unicorn coins became highly prized both for their gold content and their symbolic value. The imagery on these coins typically showed the unicorn in a heraldic pose, often chained, which carried deep symbolic meaning about the nature of power and freedom. The chains that often bind the heraldic unicorn in Scottish imagery represent a fascinating paradox. While the unicorn symbolizes wild freedom and cannot be tamed, the chain suggests that when Scotland chooses to be bound, such as an alliance or treaty, it does so willingly and with great strength. This imagery proved prophetic, as Scotland would later enter into union with England while maintaining its distinct identity and many of its ancient symbols. The union of crowns and symbolic evolution. The union of the Scottish and English crowns in 1603, when James VI of Scotland became James I of England, created one of heraldry's most enduring symbols, the royal coat of arms featuring both the English lion and the Scottish unicorn. This pairing was not accidental, but carefully orchestrated to represent the union of two proud and independent nations. In this heraldic arrangement, the lion represents England's strength and courage, while the unicorn embodies Scotland's purity, wisdom, and fierce independence. The two creatures support the royal arms, suggesting that the strength of a united kingdom comes from the combination of these complementary qualities. The unicorn is always shown chained, reinforcing the idea that Scotland's participation in the union is voluntary yet unbreakable when freely given. The motto associated with this imagery, Nemo me impune lacessit, no one provokes me with impunity, further emphasizes a unicorn's role in representing Scottish character. This Latin phrase, which also appears on Scottish coins and is a motto of the Order of the Thistle, captures the essence of Scottish pride and the warning that Scotland, like the mythical unicorn, should not be underestimated or challenged lightly. Symbolism and cultural meaning. The choice of the unicorn as Scotland's national animal reflects several key aspects of Scottish cultural identity and values. First and foremost, the unicorn represents purity and integrity. In medieval bestiaries, the unicorn could only be approached by someone of pure heart, typically depicted as a virgin maiden. This association with moral purity aligned with Scotland's self-image as a nation guided by strong moral principles and religious conviction. The unicorn's association with healing and medicine also resonated with Scottish traditions. Scotland has a long history of natural healing practices, herbalism, and medical innovation. From ancient Celtic druids to modern medical pioneers like Alexander Fleming and Joseph Lister, Scotland has contributed significantly to healing arts. The unicorn's legendary ability to purify water and neutralize poison symbolically represents this tradition of healing and care for others. Perhaps most significantly, the unicorn embodies the Scottish spirit of independence and resistance to domination. Legend holds that unicorns cannot be captured or tamed by force. They must choose to submit or remain forever wild and free. This mirrors Scotland's historical experience, where the nation has maintained its cultural identity and independence of spirit even when politically united with other countries. Artistic and literary traditions. The unicorn's presence in Scottish art and literature spans centuries, from medieval illuminated manuscripts to contemporary works. The famous unicorn tapestries, while not exclusively Scottish, reflect the medieval European fascination with unicorn symbolism that was particularly strong in Scotland. Scottish castles and churches often feature unicorn carvings, and the creature appears in numerous Scottish ballads and folk tales. In literature, Scottish writers have often used unicorn symbolism to explore themes of purity, loss of innocence, and the tension between civilization and wildness. The unicorn serves as a powerful metaphor for Scotland itself. Beautiful, proud, and untamable, yet vulnerable to those who exploit or destroy its essential nature. Contemporary Scottish artists continue to draw inspiration from unicorn symbolism. Modern interpretations might emphasize environmental themes, with a unicorn representing unspoiled nature threatened by industrial development, or explore cultural identity in an increasingly globalized world. The flexibility of unicorn symbolism allows each generation to find new meaning in this ancient emblem. Modern relevance and tourism. In contemporary Scotland, the unicorn remains a vibrant symbol that attracts millions of tourists and serves as a powerful marketing tool for Scottish products and experiences. The creature appears on everything from whiskey bottles to tourist souvenirs, helping to maintain Scotland's image as a land of magic and mystery. The unicorn's role in Scottish tourism cannot be overstated. Visitors flock to see heraldic unicorns on castle walls, to hear stories of mythical creatures in the Highlands, and to experience the sense of wonder that unicorn symbolism evokes. This mythical connection helps distinguish Scotland from other tourist destinations, offering something unique in an age when authentic cultural experiences are increasingly valued. Scottish businesses have embraced unicorn symbolism in their branding, understanding that the creature represents qualities consumers associate with Scottish products: purity, quality, tradition, and a touch of magic. From Highland spring water companies emphasizing purity to whiskey distillers highlighting their ancient traditions, the unicorn serves as a powerful symbol of Scottish authenticity, conservation, and environmental symbolism. In the modern era, the unicorn has taken on new significance as a symbol of environmental conservation and the protection of endangered species. Just as the mythical unicorn represents something pure and rare that must be protected, many Scots see their natural heritage, from red deer to golden eagles, as requiring the same protective spirit that unicorn legends embody. Scottish conservation organizations often invoke unicorn symbolism when discussing the need to protect rare and endangered species. The idea that some things are too precious and unique to be lost resonates strongly in a country that takes pride in its natural beauty and biodiversity. The unicorn serves as a reminder that some values, purity, wildness, independence, cannot be compromised without losing something essential: educational and cultural programs. Scotland's educational system incorporates unicorn symbolism into teaching about national identity, history, and cultural values. Students learn not just the historical facts about why the unicorn became Scotland's national animal, but also explore what this choice reveals about Scottish character and values. Museums throughout Scotland feature exhibits on unicorn symbolism, heraldry, and cultural significance. These educational programs help ensure that knowledge of this important cultural symbol passes to new generations, while also attracting international visitors interested in understanding Scottish culture more deeply. The Royal Scottish Academy and other cultural institutions regularly sponsor artistic works exploring unicorn themes, ensuring that this ancient symbol continues to inspire contemporary creative expression. These programs demonstrate that the unicorn is not merely a historical artifact, but a living symbol that continues to evolve and inspire. Global recognition and soft power. Scotland's choice of the unicorn as its national animal has become a significant element of the country's soft power. Its ability to influence and attract others through cultural appeal rather than political or economic pressure. The unicorn's association with positive qualities like purity, healing, and noble independence helps create a favorable international image of Scotland. This soft power extends beyond tourism to international business, diplomacy, and cultural exchange. Scottish representatives abroad often find that the unicorn serves as an excellent conversation starter and cultural bridge, allowing them to discuss Scottish values and character in ways that are both memorable and appealing to international audiences. The uniqueness of having a mythical creature as a national animal sets Scotland apart on the world stage. While other nations might change their symbols or rebrand their images, Scotland's commitment to the unicorn demonstrates cultural confidence and continuity that many find attractive and admirable. Conclusion: the eternal symbol. The unicorn's role as Scotland's national animal represents far more than a quirky historical choice. It embodies the deepest values and aspirations of the Scottish people. Independence, purity, strength, healing, and uncompromising commitment to what is right and true. In choosing a mythical creature over a real one, Scotland made a bold statement about the power of imagination, idealism, and the belief that some things are too important to be constrained by mere physical reality. As Scotland continues to navigate its place in the modern world, the unicorn remains a powerful symbol of what makes the nation unique. It represents Scotland's refusal to be ordinary, its commitment to maintaining its distinct identity, and its belief in the power of noble ideals to inspire and guide human behavior. The unicorn teaches us that national symbols need not be limited to what exists in the physical world. Sometimes the most powerful symbols are those that represent our highest aspirations and deepest values, even if, or perhaps especially because, they exist only in the realm of imagination and hope. In choosing the unicorn, Scotland chose to be guided not just by what is, but by what ought to be, making it a truly fitting symbol for a nation that has always dared to dream of something better. The mythical unicorn, forever wild and free, continues to gallop through the Scottish imagination, carrying with it centuries of meaning and the promise that some things, like Scottish independence of spirit and commitment to what is right, can never truly be tamed.